You were working at Planned Parenthood while there were several national undercover investigations going on of Planned Parenthood. Can you tell me more about what that was like?
I just blew it off. I thought, this is ridiculous. We don't have anything to hide, so why are we so concerned about these undercover investigations? If you have nothing to hide, then you have nothing to fear, right? And so that was my attitude while managing my location. Of course, later on, during my tenure, all of that would change. In the beginning of 2011, another undercover investigation came out exposing Planned Parenthood workers aiding and abetting underage sex trafficking.
In the past week, Live Action has released undercover videos showing Planned Parenthood staffers all too eager to help purported teenage sex workers get abortions and contraception.
Well, a New Jersey senator is today calling for a federal investigation into the group Planned Parenthood.
An employee at a Planned Parenthood clinic who agrees to cover up a child sex ring.
We're involved in sex work, all right? Some of them are young, they're kind of like, someone like 15, 14.
Minors are always accepted without parental consent.
Okay.
You never got this from me, just to make all of our lives easier.
Okay.
If they're 14 and under, just send them right there if they need an abortion. Okay.
If it comes down that they do need an abortion, how long till they can be sexually active again?
Minimum 2 weeks.
Minimum 2 weeks.
Minimum 2 weeks.
Do you maybe have any suggestions about what else they could do in the time?
I mean, they still got money,
Yeah, waist up.
Waist up.
Waist up.
Okay.
Or just be that extra action walking by.
In 2011, Live Action investigators exposed 8 Planned Parenthood clinic staffers at 7 different facilities willing to aid and abet child sex traffickers.
Planned Parenthood Federation of America went out publicly saying that they would retrain all of their staff on how they reported abuse. And when we were called into this meeting, I went in really believing that Planned Parenthood could redeem themselves. They're going to prove that they really do care about women, and this is something that really concerns them. I walk into the room, it's dark, we sign in, and there's a projector screen pulled down, and they begin to play all of the previous undercover investigations that had been put out, about Planned Parenthood. And I became very perplexed. I thought, what's going on here? Are we showing these things because they're trying to show us what not to do, the things that are wrong, that we don't do these things. And so I raised my hand and I said, I'm confused. Like, when are we going to actually begin the retraining? What can I do as a manager to take this information back to my staff and put, enforce policies and procedures that would help protect women who are experiencing either sex trafficking or abuse, sexual abuse in any way, because that's a difficult subject to talk about if you ever have a patient come in who expresses that. And so I really wanted to know how we dealt with that. And she immediately, shot me down and she said, "We're not here to talk about that, Ramona. We are here to teach you how to identify if you're being videotaped or recorded or entrapped in any way."